with a clapping and standing ovation, welcome to the front today's celebrant, OLORI Francis MESHIOYE. Put our hands together for him. I'd like to also invite side by side the beautiful, captivating, scintillating, enchanting, ravishing, beautiful wife of the celebrant, Alaga MESHIOYE. Congratulations, a very happy birthday to you. By the grace of God, we will join the League of Octogenarians, which are all be alive to celebrate. We celebrate you. Thank you for all that you represent to this country. Thank you for your immense contribution. Thank you for your affection for your fatherland. Thank you for being the face of the Yoruba race. Today, we profess our love for you. We profess our honor for you. We profess our regard for you. God bless you and keep you. We shall have our food now, ladies and gentlemen. May we all be celebrated by the grace of the Most High. We proceed. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, may I remind us that this gathering is an intellectual discourse where we assume that for us to also take our place in global relevance, using our cultural heritage as our weapon, it is essential that we gather to discuss and discuss some of the possible ways to grow our values and to see to the possibility of growing our nation through these values. Therefore, we cannot do this without an intellectual lecture from a very respected Nigerian, a renowned professor, a professor who has professed across the globe. It is my pleasure to introduce and present to this gathering the Executive Director, Center for Black Culture and International Understanding, Osun State, who today is our keynote speaker. Join me as I welcome Professor Chinyo Oyeweson, Fellow, Nigerian Academy of Letters, FFAL, FHSA. It is our pleasure to have you here. In due time, I shall once again acknowledge our royal fathers. Lóòrèkóòrè ní ìgbàkígbà náà la máa kí yín, la máa ṣàpọ́nlé yín, la máa ṣàyẹ́sí yín. Olúwa jẹ́ ká rí yín pẹ́. At this point, we have to proceed officially by paying the needed honor to our great country. May I plead that we all rise for the national anthem. Citation of the national anthem. Are we doing the band or we help ourselves as Nigerians? We can do this, we are Nigerians. So 1, 2, go. Rise. Ladies and gentlemen, collectively, shall we say God bless Nigeria? Thank you. You can have your seat.
How fiasco you be Mama? Ìyá olóríire, ìyá alálùbáríkà, ìyá gbogbo àwa obìnrin. Màmá wa olórí Arámidé Onírù, màmá tí Ọlọ́run gbà fún. Abiyamọ abọ̀já gbọ̀rọ̀gbọ̀rọ̀. Màmá ẹ káàbọ̀ sáàrin wa. A kú oríire ọjọ́ tí.
Welcome, another symbol of Yoruba authority. A wonderful matriarch. A welcome to our midst. We bless God for keeping you thus far. May you live longer.
Àṣẹ. Ọba bàbá wa ọba títí ní kẹ́nà fi bẹ fún. Àrí wípé ẹ ti wọ àárín wa. Ẹ káàbọ̀ sá. A kú ọjọ́ tí ò ní. Kábíyèsí ọba Adétóyè olùdúró fún àwọn ikọ̀ wa láti Brasilia àpèyí ẹjẹ́ wa ẹ máa bọ̀ níwájú. Adenina Olushola, Chief Adenina Olushola is representing Brazil. He's in the front already. We welcome you. You are welcome from Brazil. God will be with you.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, because it is an intellectual gathering, permit me to introduce to us our discussants for this colloquium and intellectual discourse. There are three, and I begin with the Director, Institute for African and Diaspora Studies, University of Lagos, Professor Muyiwa Falaye. A round of applause for one of our discussants, a wonderful member of the Nigerian Intelligentsia. Thank you for joining us. We also have amongst our discussants for today the Director of Cultural Industries and Heritage, Federal Ministry of Information and Culture, Mrs. Rose and Kwasen. A round of applause for distinguished Nigeria. Oh, okay, so I have just been told that our discussants should also be somewhere on the podium. So, welcome once again, Professor Muyiwa Falaye, Director of Institute for African and Diaspora Studies. Also, shall we have our distinguished matriarch, Mrs. Rose N. Kwasen, the Director of Cultural Industries and Heritage, Federal Ministry of Information and Culture. You're welcome. Thank you very much. We are looking forward to very wonderful discussions and deliberations. Ladies and gentlemen, the third amongst the discussants is my own wonderful father. I cannot call him a colleague, one of our national honors. Ladies and gentlemen, may I shock you by telling you this man's area of academic specialization is issue. He delivered his inaugural lecture in Lagos State University a couple of years ago, and you needed to see the beauty of issue in display. Join me, ladies and gentlemen, as I welcome a renowned professor from the Department of Religious and Peace Studies, Lagos State University, Professor Ogutola Laguda. The man who will make you realize. The man who will make you realize that the issue of the Yoruba is not the devil in your Bible.
Rárá.
And he is not the Shaitani
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
in your Quran.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
A round of applause for Professor Lagu.
Hallelujah.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Fún bàbá wa.
Now, shall we proceed to the next on the agenda, which is
mo tún fi àkókò ìkíwé àwọn kábíyèsí tí wọ́n wà láàrin wa sẹ́ wípé ẹ̀yin bàbá mi aláyélúwà ẹ káàbọ̀ sẹ́ ẹ kú ìdíje wa.
In an august event such as this, we would never run short of dignitaries.
Amen.
May I also invite to the front row the Director Manufacturers Association of Nigeria, Dr. Oluwaseun Shodipe. Could you please help us usher the perfect gentleman to the front row?
Nígbà tí Mrs. Folúkẹ́ Olúwasanmi, representing Honorable Commissioner for Tourism and Culture, àfi àsìkò yìí pé kẹ́ wá síwájú.
Representative of the Honorable Commissioner is already here with us.
Káàbọ̀ ẹ ṣé.
Afikugba Alausaki, thank you for joining us in this intellectual discourse. May I also welcome the President, Iksan Taiwo Ogu Kolade. A round of applause for him, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us. Once again, like we have said, time to time, intermittently, we shall continue to honor, to thank our royal fathers. Thank you all for being us.
Mo sọ wípé kí ẹ gbó bí olúgbogbo tí ń gbó, kí ẹ gbó bí olúgbogbo tí ń gbó, kí ẹ gbó bí àwọn àgbà kan àgbà kan.
We also acknowledge and appreciate the presence of the President and DG of MAN. Please move forward. Kindly move forward. You have played a very integral role in this whole event. Oh, shall we see them for recognition? Thank you very much for being part. Oh, thank you very much. Nice to have you. At this point, we move to the next thing on the agenda. The chairman's opening remark, and it is my pleasure to welcome our father, Chief Gabriel Ibinedi, the Osama of Benin Kingdom, who is ably and capably represented by a renowned academic, Professor Ibu from the University of Benin. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for the professor as he delivers the opening speech on behalf of the chairman of this occasion, Chief Gabriel Ibinedi. Prof, God bless you, sir.
Your Royal Highnesses, a very distinguished celebrant of today, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, please permit me to stand on the already established protocol. I bring you greetings and very sincere felicitations from Chief Gabriel Olori Ibinedi, the Osama of Benin. Until 2 a.m. this morning, Chief Ibinedi believed that he ought to be here. But something happened, and he has asked me to represent him. He brings very sincere felicitations to our hosts and celebrants. He also longed to sit beside his good guest 2 years ago when he himself was celebrating his 85th birthday, His Imperial Majesty, Ooni of Ife. He was looking forward to sitting beside him today in this event. He has asked me to be here to say that he loves the celebrant so much. He considers him to be his son, and he wanted to come and demonstrate that love publicly today. Unfortunately, he's unavoidably absent. I will try my utmost to fulfill him. Like the MC said, I'm not going to be as capable as the chief himself. Because if not in Panadol, enough will be like Panadol. So I thank you for giving me this honor, and I will report this back. And at the appropriate time, I will also deliver the other messages. I thank you very much. We can start. Thank you.
We thank our chairman of the occasion, ably represented by a renowned scholar and academic, Professor Ibueku. Shall we one more time put our hands together for our competent representative of the Asama of Benin Kingdom, Chief Gabriel Osawa. At this point, I'll quickly move to the next thing on the agenda. Which is to introduce the OLORI Francis MESHIOYE Foundation. When I got the privilege to serve as the MC on this occasion, I quickly went online to know about the gentleman I'll be comparing his birthday and the colloquium in his honor. When I read through all of the things our wonderful celebrant has been doing and still hopes to do in this country, I was in awe of how greatly a man at 60 could have done so much for his country and love his country so much. Thank you for all you do. But then, to talk about this foundation and all of the wonderful things they are doing, permit me to invite Professor Joe Abudu, SAN.
A round of applause for him, ladies and gentlemen.
The chairman of this August event, the distinguished royal fathers, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, members of the press. It is my privilege to introduce to you the OLORI Francis MESHIOYE Foundation. This foundation was incorporated on the 8th day of May 2018 as incorporated trustees by the Corporate Affairs Commission. The objectives of this foundation include poverty alleviation, promotion of education, advancement of environmental protection, and enhancement of health care for the less privileged in society. The foundation is designed to employ culture as one of the tools to achieve its core objectives. Endowment of academic shares in reputable educational and medical institutions in Nigeria and beyond shall constitute one of the means towards the achievement of its objectives. This colloquium is our flagship venture in propagating the several causes to which this foundation is dedicated. The trustees of the organization include such renowned academics, professionals, and accomplished personalities as the OLORI Francis MESHIOYE himself, the founder and visionary of this foundation. My able self, Professor Joseph Abugo SAN, Mr. Kola Odeyeyiwa, Dr. Adewumi Roland, and Barrister Sebastian Udo, who is the Executive Secretary of the Foundation. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, this is the flagship for the promotion of a cultural renaissance that is being kick-started by the event of today. We invite you all to join hands with the OLORI MESHIOYE Foundation in achieving these core noble objectives. Thank you and God bless you.
Àwọn ìfilọ́lẹ̀ tí bàbá wa Olórí Francis MESHIOYE tí wọ́n ti fi lọ́lẹ̀ nìyí nípa ẹ̀kọ́, nípa ìlera, nípa àtúntò ohun tí ó ti bàjẹ́. Ṣé ẹni mọ̀nà ló ń tọ́ ẹ̀yin àgbà ẹ foríjì mí? Nígbà tí bàbá wa tí wọ́n bá lè gbé gbogbo àwọn ilé ìkalẹ̀ pẹ̀lú àwọn ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n, kí ni iwájú wọn yóò ti jẹ́? A ti rí wípé oríire tí kìí ṣe ìdìgbòlù òun ló máa jẹ́ tiwa. Nínú oríire yìí ẹ̀yin yóò ní ẹ̀mí gígùn sí bàbá. Ẹ ṣé. A fi àsìkò yìí a tún fi pe dókítà wa Lánre Ọlámídé láti wá sí iwájú kí wọn kí ó dìde kí wọn máa bọ̀ ní iwájú. Dókítà.
Again, we welcome all our very special guests, everyone who has honored this occasion on this day. Matter of factly, a special guest. Permit me to also introduce the chairman, JMG Group of Companies, Jana Mokari. Apology if the name is not well pronounced. A person's name is to the person the most important thing. I do not take for granted that part. Please forgive my mispronunciation. You're welcome. Thank you for
Olóyè Jana
joining us.
bó ti bùkẹ́ jẹ́ ènìyàn funfun láàrin wa. Ẹ ti gbọ́ Yorùbá torí ẹ ti bá mi sọ Yorùbá láàárọ̀ ẹ káàbọ̀ sà. Àkìyín ẹ ṣé.
Under the umbrella of His Royal Majesty the Alaki of Egbaland, Ọba Agedotun Gbadebo. Once again, we welcome all royal fathers. We welcome Osolo of Isolo. We welcome Alara of Ilara. We welcome our mother. May we see you for many more decades. May you continue to be the faces of our cultural identity. May the Lord continue to use you to uphold the Yoruba race. May we not lose you anytime soon.
Àṣẹ.
Thank you all for being part of us. Ladies and gentlemen, again, we welcome you to this intellectual discourse.
Akí gbogbo wa.
While the keynote speaker gets set to set the ball of the academic discourse rolling, again, we want to welcome another monarch of the Yoruba race, our royal father. Okay, apologies, we have the representative of the Ààrẹ Ọ̀nà Kakanfò, the Generalissimo, our own beloved Gani Ààrẹ Ìbà Gani Adams. Thank you very much for joining us, the representative of Generalissimo. A round of applause for our figure of war in the Yoruba kingdom. When we see the Ààrẹ Ọ̀nà Kakanfò, when we hear of the Ààrẹ Ọ̀nà Kakanfò, we think of our protection. And we are certain the Lord will continue to protect us. Welcome the representative of the Generalissimo. At this point, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to move to the next thing on the agenda. But before our keynote speaker put other things in place, shall we have 3 minutes of light music to set us intellectually ready for the discourse? DJ, let's have some light music. Thank you. Light music, please. I was just informed that the representative of the Yoruba Generalissimo Iba Gani Adams, the Are Ona Kakanfo of Yoruba land, is Barrister Yinka Oguntimehin. Once again, you're welcome. A round of applause for him once again. Permit me to tender my own reserved apology for not earlier acknowledging one of our cultural entities, one of our royal fathers, ní orí ìdọ̀bálẹ̀ ní mo wà. May I introduce to this gathering the Oba of Ketu Koshofe land, His Royal Majesty Oba Isiaka Balogun Oyero. May you live long, Kabiyesi. May the Lord keep and protect you for us. I have also been directed to acknowledge and introduce to this gathering the chairman, Nigeria Beauties, and the immediate past president of MAN, Chief Kola Jamadu. A round of applause for him. Thank you very much. We're glad to have you in our midst.
lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí à ń kí dókítà Ọlámídé Lanre.
May I, before we move on, recognize the presence of the following respected and respectable Nigerians: Otumba Wahab Jimo, Engineer Babatunde Adeshino, the Special Advisor Works and Infrastructure, Ogun State. I also have here Are Kolawole Esusu. Apologies, please. Apologies, please. I also have here Otumba Akewushola and Captain Tunde Amusa. We appreciate you all. Thank you for joining us. I am thinking at this point we can set the ball rolling towards our discussion. And to bring in the cultural flavor, we can't all gather to say we want to see how culture can be relevant to the development of our economy and technology, and we do not enjoy any cultural aesthetics. For that reason, at this point, ladies and gentlemen, I leave you to savor the wonderful taste of this cultural interlude for the next 5 minutes. Thank you.
kan orí oyè kan. Ẹ ò máa nìṣòro láyé àrẹ̀sà mọ́kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ mẹ́ta. Ẹ ò máa nìṣòro láyé àrẹ̀sà mọ́kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ sábà àfọlẹ́. Elébótó, 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 elébótó. Elébótó, elébótó, elébótó. Àwọn ọmọ ọlọ́mọ, àwọn ọmọ ọlọ́mọ, àwọn ọmọ ọlọ́mọ.
Mayo, 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 mayo. Lórí olúmọ. Mayo, mayo, mayo. Lórí o. Mayo, 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 mayo. Lórí olúmọ. Mayo, mayo, mayo. Lórí olúmọ.
Ẹ lọ bá fún màdì. Àsọdúnmọ́dú ní ìsanwó àsọdúnmọ́dú o. Àsọsùmọ́sù ní ìsanwó àsọsùmọ́sù o. Francis yóò owó sọdún yìí náà ó ṣe tèmi lágbára Ọlọ́run ọba. Ọdọọdún là ń rórógbó, ọdọọdún là ń ráwùsá, ọdọọdún ló máa bẹ. Happy birthday to you. Francis MESHIOYE mi ọ̀wọ́n ìgbà ọdún kan ni wọ́n kì í bí ológun ẹrú o, wọ́n kì í bí wọ̀fọ̀gbọ̀. Ó yẹ jẹ́ máa bọ̀ nílé rẹ mẹ́bí wọ́n lọ́wọ́ lè gbá lé gbogbo ọmọ Ẹ̀gbá ní tìdé tó kó mo ké sí o. Mo ní bọ́ ṣe ṣe lóde Ẹ̀gbá lákè lọ ṣe Mẹ́kà, wọ́n ń gàrà pa Mẹ́kà yìí gòkè Olúmọ lóde Ẹ̀gbá, wọ́n mú mi 77 Mẹ́kà yìí mòde ogun lóde Ẹ̀gbá lákè. Mo lóde Lẹ́kì ní Ẹ̀wẹ́ kẹ́ ẹ wá fún èèyàn mi lé yín jọ́ sí ẹni lọ́rọ̀ ègúnyọ́lẹ́gbẹ́. Mo gúnyọ́lẹ́gbẹ́ tán mo ro kàkà mi nìjẹ̀jẹ̀ kàkà kẹ́ ẹ fún èèyàn mi pẹlẹbẹ ìgìlẹ́gbẹ́ lé mi lọ́wọ́. Ó dé Lẹ́kejì Ẹ̀wẹ́ kẹ́ ẹ wá fún èèyàn mi lé yín jọ́ sí ẹni lọ́rọ̀ ègúnyọ́lẹ́gbẹ́. Mo gúnyọ́lẹ́gbẹ́ tán mo ro kàkà mi nìjẹ̀jẹ̀ kàkà kẹ́ ẹ fún èèyàn mi ìgìlẹ́gbẹ́ lé mi lọ́wọ́ o. Ó dé Lẹ́kẹtẹ Ẹ̀wẹ́ kẹ́ ẹ wá fún èèyàn mi lé yín jọ́ sí ẹni lọ́rọ̀ ègúnyọ́lẹ́gbẹ́. Mo gúnyọ́lẹ́gbẹ́ tán mo ro kàkà mi nìjẹ̀jẹ̀ kàkà kẹ́ ẹ fún èèyàn mi pẹlẹbẹ ìgìlẹ́gbẹ́ lọ́wọ́. Àṣẹ wọ́n lọ́rọ̀ kélòdì Ẹ̀gbá aláṣẹ o. Àṣẹ yọmu lọ́rọ̀ kúkú kélòdì Ẹ̀gbá aláké nílé bàbá tó bí yín lọ́mọ.
MESHIOYE Olórí Francis mẹ́bí wọ́n ni mo ń ké sí. Èmi sábà gbogbo ènìyàn tí ń bẹ níkàlẹ̀ yípadà yóò mí sí. Ewúrẹ́ tó wọlé tí ó kàgò ó dẹran múbọ̀ nísà. Àgùntàn tó wọlé tí ó kàgò ó dòun ẹ̀bà. Èmi sábà gbogbo ènìyàn tí ń bẹ níkàlẹ̀ yí pátápátá. Èmi ọba òde bàbá tóbi ọmọ ní MESHIOYE o. Ìwọ lọmọ lákédojú ọmọ sí ìrètí mú mi kíkà. Ìsàlẹ̀ ọ̀run wọn tí mo dùn yùngbà. Ẹ̀yin náà máa tí ó gboyè o. Àfihàn gboyè. Àtẹ̀wọ̀n mẹ́rẹ̀ wọ́n ní wọ́n fi ń gboyè nílé bàbá tó bí yín lọ́mọ. Ilé lákédojú ọmọ sí ìrètí mú kíkà. Ìsàlẹ̀ ọ̀run wọn tí mo dùn yùngbà. Ọba márùn-ún ló tẹ̀ gbá lọ́wọ́ o.
gbogbo wọn pátá ná dádé orí wọ́n lè dìgbà lẹ́kẹ́ olùbàdà ọba níṣe àgùrá ọba níṣe ọ̀sìnlẹ̀ ọba níṣe olówódúró ọba níṣe alákẹ́kọ̀ọ́ tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ lẹ́fì ara ẹni fẹ́ mọ̀ lákẹ́ ẹgbẹ́ bá ń kárí ilé akẹ́ ẹni fẹ́ mọ̀ lóko ẹgbẹ́ bá ń kárọ̀ lóko gbogbo ẹni fẹ́ mọ̀ lẹ́gbàá lé ẹni bọ́ bá dòwú pọ́nsá nọ nílé lákẹ́dọ̀dú ọmọ sẹ́rẹ̀ tí mú kíkan ìsàlóru wọn tí wọ́n dùn yín gbà ọdílà ìkíní lé bàbá ti yín èmi ní kí bàbá ti yín ọmọ rẹ̀ mọ̀ mi kàkà kọ́ mọ̀ rẹ̀ mọ̀ mi ṣe ló ní gúnyán kan lẹ́bẹ̀ tó ní ro kàkà mi ní dọ́dọ́ èmi gúnyán kan lẹ́bẹ̀ tó mo ro kàkà mi ní dọ́dọ́ kàkà kọ́ mọ̀ rẹ̀ mọ̀ mi kọ́ mẹ́bí pẹlẹbẹgi ló tún gbẹ́lẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ọdílà ègèdè wẹ́wẹ́ èmi tún ní kàbá tí yín ọmọ rẹ̀ mọ̀ mi kàkà kọ́ tún mọ̀ rẹ̀ mọ̀ mi kọ́ ó ní gúnyán kan lẹ́bẹ̀ ó ní ro kàkà mi ní dọ́dọ́ èmi gúnyán kan lẹ́bẹ̀ tó mo ro kàkà mi ní dọ́dọ́ kàkà kọ́ mọ̀ rẹ̀ mọ̀ mi pẹlẹbẹgi ló tún gbẹ́lẹ́ lọ́wọ́ èmi bí bàbá ti yín lẹ̀ rẹ̀ báàgì lọ́dẹ̀ ọ́ bàbá ti yín gbẹ́ mi ò mọ̀ pé àwẹ̀ gbogbo ńlọbìnrin lè ṣe àwọ̀ gẹ̀lẹ́dẹ̀ ńlọbìnrin lè wò bọ́bìnrin bá fojú kò rò yóò gbé lọ ńlẹ́ ọmọ wọ́mù 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 lọ́rọ̀ owó kan mẹ́bà gbà tó bá gé wọ́mù wọ́mù àgbà tó bá gé wọ́mù wọ́mù. MESHIOYE o èmi ká òpin lọ́dún lọ́dún lá àbọ̀ lọ́dún ọdún níyọ̀ ká má ṣe bọ́ mọ́bí lórí àtẹ òjòjò wá ní sọ́wọ́ kọ́mọ́ lè nà dá kókókó lárọ́ tálẹ̀ ọmọ bẹni ọbẹ̀ ní fẹ̀sù àtẹ́lẹsẹ̀ sí ìbẹ̀nàwó ọmọ bẹni ọbẹ̀ ní fẹ̀sù àtẹ́lẹsẹ̀ sí ìbẹ̀nàwó kò sí bó tilẹ̀ ìgbẹ́nilẹ̀ iye tó ọmọ rẹ yóò nífẹ̀ẹ́ gbà fọ́ọ̀lù jẹjẹ kò sí bó tilẹ̀ ìgbẹ́nilẹ̀ iye tó èmi kò ní rí ń gbé sọ́ọ̀nù bí ó ṣe bí ọmọ bí and a successful man. There is always a woman. Èmi kò ní ládé mo kọrin ti gba lẹ́gẹ̀ mo ní kẹ́ gbanilá yíkẹ́ gbẹ́ bí olúpápá ti gbẹ́ àní kẹ́ gbónilá yíkẹ́ gbó bí olúpápá ti gbó èmi tẹ́ dàgbà kẹ́ mọ́ dàgbà ya èmi súnmọ́ bá níwọ̀n ẹgbẹ̀je èmi dìnnà sọ́ọ̀bà níwọ̀n ẹgbẹ̀fà èmi ò jẹ́ lórí àdébí àdọ́bà fi lọ bá pa èmi ò jẹ́ lórí àdébí àlórí àdébí lọ́ba múdòye ẹrú nílé bàbá tó bí ní lọ́mọ lẹ ọmọ wọn nífẹ̀ẹ́ oyè o ìfẹ́ ò dáyé ìfẹ́ òtúmọ̀ rere tí ó mọ́ wá àbúniyàn ọmọ nífẹ̀ẹ́ òní àbúniyàn ọmọ nífẹ̀ẹ́ oyè ẹ̀yin lọ́mọ lọ́dọ̀ kan ò ẹ̀yin lọ́mọ lọ́dọ̀ kan ò ẹ̀yin lọ́mọ lọ́dọ̀ kan ò dùkan èyí tó sọ wẹ́rẹ́dẹ́ tó sọ wẹ́rẹ́kẹ́ ó dẹ́kun jẹ́ òsílẹ̀ tó dá bàtà ó dẹ́kun lẹ́gbẹ́lẹ́kù ìṣe ló dá bàtà nílé bàbá tó bí yín lọ́mọ oníkẹ́kẹ́ òkúdọ̀ bù mú abàbàdà òkúdọ̀ bù sẹ́sẹ̀ ògèdègèdè oníṣọ̀gbọ̀rọ̀ ní omi odò náà gbẹ nílé bàbá tó bí yín lọ́mọ ó mẹ́sàn-án lọ́múlẹ̀ onífẹ́ wù mí lọ bí kábàdà apákan sí ọ̀hún yìí nífẹ̀ dọ̀dọ̀ ìkúlẹ̀ rúbùtù ọ̀hún yìí nífẹ̀ dọ̀dọ̀ ìyàn funfun nánà ọ̀hún yìí nífẹ̀ dọ̀dọ̀ ìsẹsẹ ẹfun ọ̀hún yìí nífẹ̀ dọ̀dọ̀ òjò ọwọ́ sẹgísẹgí ọ̀hún yìí nífẹ̀ dọ̀dọ̀ ọbì ìfà ọbì ìfì àkọ́gbọ́ ẹnu orí tí kì í tẹkulẹ̀ àkọ́gbọ́ ẹnu orí tí kì í tẹja àkọ́gbọ́ ẹnu orí tí kì í mọ̀ mi ọbẹ̀ láàrọ̀ ohun yìí ìfẹ́ ìjọdọ̀ lẹ̀ ọmọ nílùú kan bàbá ti bá ẹ̀yin lọ́mọ nílùú kan bàbá ti bá ọ̀dájà tù ó ẹ̀yin lọ́mọ nílùú kan lùkàn èyí tó fọwọ́kù sẹ́nitọ́ jọ́sí oníkẹ́kẹ́ ògùdọ̀ tó àbàbàdà ògùdọ̀ yẹsẹ̀ ó ògèdègèdè oníṣòwòrò ní òjòjò nílé bàbá tó bí yín lọ́mọ sọ̀bá ẹ̀dínwó ìbídàdé kó mọ bọ́lábẹ́ èrò àbù ọmọ tún wà kẹyọ àgúdádé ọmọ rẹ lágbàdo tẹ̀lé ńlọmúlẹ̀ oníjẹ nígbẹ ẹ̀bùn tójúmọ́ ńlọmúlẹ̀ bàbá tí yín fún mi lọ.
Àtẹ́wọ́, 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 àtẹ́wọ́. Àṣà òrìṣà.
If after this you are proud to be a Nigerian, put your hands together for them. Ladies and gentlemen, it is what you don't use that people steal. When Fufu got into Oxford Dictionary, when Agbada got into Oxford Dictionary, when Dashiki got into Oxford Dictionary, and very many people felt it was some special thing. I said to Professor Lakuda in one of the articles I published that it is not so special a thing. The implication is that in the next 100 years, people may not know that Dashiki is originally a Yoruba word. When you don't use what belongs to you, it will be taken away. This is ours, and we are proud of it. Once again, a round of applause for this wonderful performance. Permit me, ladies and gentlemen, to acknowledge and honor some of our royal fathers in our midst. We have here Onimero of Mero, Oba Awoyemi Oroja. A round of applause, Kabiyesi. We are happy, we are delighted to have you here. We also have here the Olu of Ipaja, Oba Kolawole Egundupe. A round of applause, Kabiyesi. Thank you very much for joining us here. I have also been directed to acknowledge some very special dignitaries. We have here Chief Sunday Dosumu. We also have the immediate past President Iksan, Mr. Tunde Busari. And last at this moment, we have a renowned academic and scholar, Professor Anele from UNILEG. Thank you all for joining us. We are getting set for the intellectual deliberation. But before then, we have to read the citation of the man we have all gathered here to celebrate. And to read the citation of our very amazing celebrants, Olori Francis MESHIOYE. I'd like to invite a renowned academic from Lagos State University, Associate Professor Henry Hunjo. A round of applause for him, ladies and gentlemen. May I very respectfully demand that our celebrants rise as his citation is being read.
nígbà tí bàbá wa máa dúró tá ò bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní sọ nípa ìgbésí ayé wọn bí wọ́n ṣe ràn yín bí wọ́n ṣe tó